Alright, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. If you've never been here before, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Click the bell next to the subscribe button so you are notified every time a new video goes up or we go live on SouFLoTV. Alright, shout out to Dancehall Mag. We have to let everybody know who Shabdon is. Yes, there's a mega producer who got caught with a weapon and it turns out that the gun is illegal. Story come to bump now because the gun is now a gun that was reported stolen from a police station in Georgia, USA. So Dancehall Mag says the producer duo that makes up the now renowned or famous record label Shabdon has entered the dancehall arena at top tier, having quickly gained notoriety from their collaborations with top names in the industry that not many established producers have even managed to achieve over their whole career. So, quick rise to stardom and fame for Shabdon. Shabdon Records comprised of producer Linval Shaba Thompson Jr., which is Shabdon, and Carlos Clark. Emerged in dancehall with a strong presence after the release of their first project, the G6 Rhythm, in 2018. Although initially formed to serve as the production house for the squash-led Six Alliance, the G6 Rhythm attracted artists like Vybz Kartel and many other big names, and after producing dancehall hits like Squash's Money Fever, the producer became increasingly sought after, both locally and internationally. Now, growing up in Kingston, Jamaica, here's where you find out who he is. Growing up in Kingston, Jamaica, under the tutelage of his father and prominent reggae musician and producer, Linval Thompson, that is why he is Junior. He's named after his father. It seems that Shaba has inherited the great gifts of expert music production from his predecessor, who produced hits. This is his daddy. Produced hits for reggae musicians like Dennis Brown, Barrington Levy, Ika Mouse, Freddie McGregor, to name a few. Now, having been active in the dancehall space for some time, even prior to their newfound popularity, Shaba and Carlos are certainly responsible for some of the top songs in dancehall music today. Songs like Vybz Kartel, Any Weather. Songs like Henny and Weed by TJ. Songs like Bad Mind by Vybz Kartel. Songs like Shubout by TJ. Songs like Money Fever by Squash. Songs like World Government by Vybz Kartel. Songs like Baby You're Tight by Popcorn, and songs like Up Top Gaza by Vybz Kartel and TJ, right? Alright, so Shabdon is out here doing his thing, and he's making his rounds, and he's getting big in superstardom. Right now he's as big as it gets in superstardom. However, we fast forward to another publication, and the other publication is quite damning. Shabdon found with firearms stolen from Atlanta Police Department and charged for attempted bribery is the update that was printed at Urban Islands on November 10th, which was yesterday. Today is the 11th of November, 2021. The gun found in possession of music producer Linval Shabdon Thompson is reportedly stolen from the Atlanta Police Department. The Jamaica Constabulary Force says that the controversial dancehall producer, who has been linked to the criminal underworld in Montego Bay, appeared at the gun court on Wednesday, where he was granted bail in the sum of 250,000 Jamaican dollars. Listen, linked to the underworld in Montego Bay is the part you want to underline, because you know the underworld in Montego Bay turn up the place, you know. It's one of the places in Jamaica that has the highest murder rates. It's one of the places in Jamaica where the guanins guan, where the happenings happen. You understand? So to be linked to the underworld and just splash out in the papers as linked to the underworld, I'm asking, linked to the underworld in what way? Is he working, doing music with people who are under the radar for being involved in criminal activities, or linked to the underworld means that they have information on him that he is involved in criminal activities? We wait to find out. We go a little bit further. Shabdon had been charged with illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition. The gun was found in the car that the producer occupied last month, leading to his arrest and his charge. According to the police, the gun was hidden under a mat on the driver's side of the car, and Shabdon was driving while in Old Harbor, St. Catherine. Shabdon's co-accused, Romaro Scott, who also appeared in court to answer the same charges, was remanded in custody after claiming responsibility for the gun. So Shabdon is not the one that stuck with the gun. He is scheduled to return to court on December 2nd to plead guilty to the charges that he is facing. So right there, so you know already, he already said it's his. He's already holding up his head and getting ready to go before the courts to plead guilty. That, yes, this is mine. It wasn't Shabdon own, it was mine. But they are saying, if I did your gun, why the hell was it under the driver's mat while the driver was driving, right? Or this is a case of, brother, you have to take the fall for this one, you know, because me have to get back to the music, and that's where the money comes in. Meanwhile, the Jamaica Observer reported that Shabdon will be re-arrested by the police for more charges stemming from the stolen weapon from Atlanta Police Department. Right after getting released on $250,000 bail, they put out a report that he will be re-arrested. I don't know if he's been re-arrested yet, but it's out here now that he will be re-arrested. Reports are that ballistic tests have been carried out, and the JCF is working with counterparts in the US, which has led to the weapon being identified as the property of the Atlanta Police Department. The gun was reported stolen in 2018 from the Atlanta PD. Local police officers are conducting ballistics tests to see if the gun is tied to any crime, any murders, any shootings, any robbery, anything in the country of Jamaica. Shabdon is being represented by attorney at law Donahue Martin, while Tom Tavares Finson is representing Scott. Months ago, Shabdon was linked to the G-City gang operating in Montego Bay. G-City, for those of you who follow dancehall, squash, his brothers, the whole six, you know the link, all right? Months ago, Shabdon was linked to the G-City gang operating in Mobay. Just hours after he was released, the producer was re-arrested by police and charged with breaching the Corruption Prevention Act. Okay, so this is the follow-up, and he has been re-arrested. Just hours after he was released, the producer was re-arrested by police. No, may I laugh? I'm not laughing because it's a funny situation. I'm laughing because, boy, they're on top of it. Me not lie. The police said that the allegations from this new charge stems from his first charge, as when the gun was found in the car, Shabdon offered the police officer $2 million to make the gun go away, to make the gun go missing. $2 million. And it looked like Squaddy never take it $2 million. I wonder why. Thompson was charged contrary to Section 14, Article 2 of the Corruption Prevention Act, which forbids an offer to a public servant of money, articles, or any gift for the public servant to commit any act of omission. That means that when police catch you a speed out a road, them can't say, give me a thing and go on now. And if you participate in that, or he's doing wrong, and if you participate in that by saying, watch your Squaddy, just hold this now, and offer money or material stuff or anything to try to sway that public servant, then you are committing a crime under the Section 14, Article 2 of the Corruption Prevention Act. Just remember that. The producer's attorney, Martin, said that the producer has denied the allegations and that his legal team stands ready to defend him. Now, this would help a lot if the police in Jamaica were body cam. Talk to me. SouFLoTV said cameras don't. This would help a lot if they had body cam. Because now this is an allegation. Police drag you in. Them find gun in the car. The person you were with in the car says it's not his gun, it's mine. And I will take all the charges because it's mine. Shabdon probably not even know that the gun did that. Me put it under the driver mat. Because I don't want him get involved in anything, but me know that we have to protect ourselves around here. And since the licensing authority, gun licensing authority of Jamaica is not giving us our legal service arms, our paperwork to carry our gun legally, we still have to protect ourselves, right? So Montego Bay, St. Catherine, dangerous places when it comes to certain things, certain movements, certain flex. The kind of music you do kind of attracts a certain kind of crowd. You don't know how the shreps go already, right? So he took it. The brother took the fall. He's about to go to court. Them said, no, dry in Shabdon anyway. Charge him with bribery. So right after he paid his 250,000 Jamaican dollars for his bail and walked out, they went back and got him again. The bribery is for allegedly offering a police officer $2 million to make the gun disappear on that day when they got pulled over and got found with the gun. Squaddy said, no. All right. Listen to me and listen to me good. How are they going to prove that he actually offered them $2 million to make the gun disappear? Again, I say, this is a lot of times when I ask for stuff and people say, SouFlo, you're coming like, yeah, defend the criminal them or like you like them. No, I'm a Jamaican that want the place clean up too. I want peace and I want progress. You understand? I want prosperity for the people and I want the murder rate to go down. However, I don't want to see people just dragged off to jail and because they had a vendetta for you. Remember, weeks ago, he was linked, according to their own report, he was linked to the underworld in Montego Bay through the G-City gang. And we don't know what kind of link or connection they're talking about. So obviously you're now on their radar, right? All right, we catch him with a gun in the car, but him slide out of it. Bring him back and say him did I try give it $2 million to make the gun disappear. How is it going to be proven in court? There was no body cam. So they don't have no recordings of this taking place. Just one man's word against another. We're going to follow this story closely and see where the story goes. Let me end this video by saying this. Again, I don't condone crime, but I understand certain things in Jamaica. A brother said to me, SouFlo, you know me, I try get my license firearm. Me, I don't know criminal. I own a little business down here. I guess my business is not big enough. It's not one of those fancy businesses. I don't rub elbows with the who's of who's and what's of what's. In other words, I don't have no connection. So I can't get no gun. It's enough time extortion racket run upon my poor little business. I'm trying to protect myself because next thing you know, they're going to be trying to kill me if me decide say I'm not paying up. So me make sure say I stay with a thing. Me rather them catch me with it than gunman catch me and me don't have it, because that's just how the place are run. I don't know if those are one of those cases, but I try to tell people that not everybody that carries one is actually a criminal, not going around shooting people and dealing in gang activities, kicking off doors or anything like that. They just carry it and it will never come out unless they have to defend their life. And even then, they are still very cautious on how or when they would ever use it. You understand? So with that said, let's see how this all plays out in court, because brother is going back to court December 2nd, about to go plead guilty and take the charge for that gun. That means Shabdon will not, I repeat, Shabdon will not be charged for possession of that gun. He will be charged for bribery. The bribery charge is the $2 million offered to the squaddy who never take it, but instead made a report. Leave your comments in the comment section below. How do you think this one is going to play out? Do you think that that gun is going to come back with bodies on it? Don't forget to know, Tommy Lee Sparta, shout out to Guzzo. Tommy Lee Sparta recently, same thing, got caught up. They found a gun on him. According to them, he allegedly admitted that the gun was his. All right, me I go do me time. They gave him some time and he's locked up in prison doing his time. That gun was sent for ballistic testing. That gun came back with 2 high-profile murders on the gun. We're talking about the British link-up murders. That's Wani British and Father Fowl. 2 huge names and 2 huge cases right there on that gun, according to the law, according to ballistic testing, according to their report. See? So we don't know what will come back on Shabdon gun, but we await to see the development of this story. Catch you on the next video. Hit that subscribe button. Click the bell next to the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.